Hi and welcome back to the channel. I'm Steven from X Kurogani Studio. As you can see, I am attending an anime convention. This is Animangaki 2025, which takes place on the 22nd to 24th of August. And the location is Mines Convention Center somewhere in Kuala Lumpur. Anyways, today's video is simple. I am going to give you guys a round of event tour where you guys get to check out what the event looks like. Yeah, in case you did not attend this event because you couldn't make it or you are not in Malaysia at all, you're watching from somewhere else in the world, this is a tour for this anime event. Of course, my focus will be about anime figures because that is what this channel about, but I will show everything else, a little bit of it, cosplays, art booth, and so on. And at the end of this video, I'm going to comment a little bit on my experience and my impressions on this event so far. I'm filming this on a Saturday. One more thing would be later on, after this initial segment, I'm not sure if I am going to dub the video because I don't know if the background music going on is going to trigger any copyright warning, even if it was unintentional and running in the background. So I might alter the audio a little bit, but other than that, sit back and watch. Experience it via this video.
Can give to friend ya, free sticker. Hi, good morning. I don't know enough. Sorry, I don't know. Nothing, just enjoy. Just enjoy. I don't know. I'm not a technical photographer.
This is what it looks like, where you don't have to care about how it's going to look, but careful with what you're doing. Always keep the subject in the middle of the frame. So for what you know, as long as you manage to keep the middle of the
Okay. This is a good question. You see, right? If he deals damage, right? But you don't know whether he has a flip card.
Oh,
Yeah, this.
Everyone thought that study this area was not. Honestly, I'm getting mixed too. I'm not sure where he's going. He's like, oh, look, trial instead. I actually everything against this trial.
on the other side of bracket, meanwhile, we have Dreamer and Nova. And Dreamer up against Cherry Cherub. That's gonna be a banger set if I do say so myself. And of course, we got Nova, MC, and Black and White. Great matchups all around.
Know how to deal with Sagat here.
You mean like whether you can just Arif learn from daydreaming's mistakes, you know?
Yes.
Oh, nice right rush cancel from Wando.
Rondo does not finish the combo there. He was supposed to go into stance, but stance into Tiger Nexus does not go, and the anti-air does not go through. But just Arif finds the light conversion.
One of it that was drastically different from the original Punisher. So basically attempting to try what can we do with laser and shield. So at this time we're still messing around with making concepts. We're not still finalizing the designs yet.
And now I'm back in my hotel room on the final day of this event, Animangaki. The event is over. So my experience about this event, I think it exceeded my expectations. Though some people were complaining there were no anime figure exhibits, which was actually a main feature of Animangaki every year in the past, like way before 2020, right? There is no longer any figure exhibit nowadays. I hope that we get to see some in Comic Fiesta in December. But anyways, my experiences with this Animangaki has been extremely positive. So many nice figures to see, but yeah, this anime figure store, EMTR, I've heard a lot of people say good things about them, and I'm actually acquainted to their boss as well. So I actually bought one single anime figure in this event, and I will review it hopefully next week. This is something nice. Another Taito Marin Kitagawa figure. Yeah, this one is very popular. This is a very famous figure right now. A lot of people are purchasing it. I believe there are other YouTubers who have already reviewed this figure, and I was actually considering on uploading a second video on Animangaki where I review this figure on the spot in the event, but that really proved impossible because of the crowd, the noise, copyrighted music playing in the background, so many challenges, and then I was like, no, I need to do a quality review. I need to go back to my studio to film the review of this figure. So I will compare this to the least version which I've reviewed on this channel and see if this one is even better than that. I'm having high hopes for a price figure like this. So this is the only figure I purchased in this event. I didn't buy anything else because I have spent way too much money somewhere else that is not related to anime figures. I bought another camera, but maybe I'll mention it in a future video. Anyways, EMTR, they have so many high-end anime figures. I mean, you guys saw it in my video earlier. Apex Toys, Azalane stuff, Genshin stuff, Arknights, FGO, they have everything, right? And their prices are really reasonable because the problem with anime figures in Malaysia in general is that a lot of figure stores are very expensive with the rare exception of a few, and EMTR is one of those that has very good pricing. Surely, if I bought this online myself from Japan, from China, it would be a bit cheaper, but sometimes just want to support local store as long as the prices are reasonable. Yeah, so I'm not bothered by paying a bit more for this thing. This event is amazing to me in the sense that it wasn't just about anime figures, but a lot of camera product brands showed up. So I had a lot more things to do, like new ideas were appearing. Originally, I was planning to do only one video for this channel and another one video for my camera channel. In case you guys are unaware, I do have a second channel called EX Kurogane Photos. On that channel, I do content about photography and reviewing cameras, lenses, and so on. A very new channel. So it was 1+1 video, and after I attended this Animangaki, it became 2+2 video. Yeah, the second video on this channel is involving the review of this figure next week. And I got to try so many camera stuff, new lenses and so on. I got to test them on the spot. I meet my friends and so on. So the camera brands showed up and gave a lot of support to people who are aspiring to pick up photography as a hobby, be it photographing cosplayers, which is the more common one, and photographing anime figures, which no one else are doing except me, I suppose. If you enjoyed this video so far, please do not forget to subscribe to this channel. It is just one click away, one tap away on the screen, and I will see you soon. Thanks for watching and goodbye.